So in some of my other talks, I talked about being a career woman and the struggles that come with that. I work for a toy manufacturer called Underground Toys here in San Diego, and we make licensed goods for Star Wars and Doctor Who, Star Trek, Ghostbusters, a couple other different sci-fi and pop culture licenses. And I am currently working towards becoming the operations manager at the company. I've been there for about 2 years, and I started as an account manager, and then I was the warehouse manager, logistics manager. Then I worked into office manager, and now I am moving up to a junior operations manager position. It is something that I've never done before. It is something completely out of my depths in what I really know how to do, and it's all brand new to me. And it's really exciting. It's a lot of fun, and it's a lot of work. It's hard work. It's 12 hours a day, and working from home on top of that. And it's been a long road. My husband and I have struggled on with this job. Last year, while I was the logistics manager, I ended up getting really sick from all the stress, and lost a bunch of weight, and was pretty ill. So it took us a while to get back on a healthy track and on a good track, and now we have decided we decided together for me to continue to move forward. And it was a big decision and a hard decision. Being a businesswoman, not so much a businesswoman, but just a career woman, definitely takes a toll and has an impact on my marriage, on my friends, on my relationship with God, on my school, and on my health. Being at work for 12 hours a day, 5 days a week, with an hour, 30-minute commute each way, is hard. I leave for work at it's about 6:30 in the morning, and I don't get home till about 6:37 every night, especially now that we're in our busy season. And I come home and I'm tired, but my husband needs me to be a wife, and it's difficult. It's difficult to enjoy time together and to be present, and to not feel conflicted about needing to make dinner, or needing to clean the house, or needing to do laundry. So it's been a challenge on trying to find that balance. He's great at going to the store and getting whatever we need for dinner, to help make sure that when I get home it's as calm and peaceful as possible. My friends are amazing. They're very understanding, and they're so used to me, unfortunately, canceling last minute if we make plans. But they're also willing to be available to me for venting and for sharing, and are so supportive and are so encouraging, and it's huge. It's amazing to have a support system like that from people who are not obligated to be, who want to see you succeed as much as your family and your husband do, and as hard as it is to be known as the friend that can't keep plans, it's amazing that they're all still willing to be my friend, but also to be there when I need them to be. Being tired all the time really takes a toll on not only my marriage and my friendships, but also takes a toll on my relationship with Jesus, because I work in a very secular place and in a very not God place. Excuse me. And so that has its struggles, and also just being tired all the time makes it hard to want to do anything, or have a hard enough time doing my schoolwork. It's 10 o'clock on a Sunday night, and I'm finishing this up, and it makes it hard to be present in school, and to be present at church, and to be present with anything. I get home and my brain's wiped, and I have just enough energy to give my husband attention, and on the rare occasion my friend's attention, to think about anything beyond that. and it's really hard to want to read my Bible, or to want to read a devotional, or to want to do anything else, because I have nothing left in my brain. But I know that if I keep going like this, my health is going to continue to decline, and I'm healthy now, but I don't want to go back to that place of losing weight and having health issues and going to the doctor and being told you're pre-ulcerous and being anemic and doing all of that. I have a cold right now, and I know it's from all my work and what's been going on. Being a career woman also brings on motherhood, and how am I going to handle this? How am I going to juggle working in such a prestigious position and still being able to be a good mother and caring for a child and being pregnant? And it's something that my girlfriend and I talk about, who has a child, and she and I both enjoy being career women so much, and she enjoys being a mom so much, and she's been able to balance it and make it work, and I know I will too. But it's something that I think about all the time, is when we do get pregnant, what is that going to do to my job? But yet my pregnancy needs to come first, and so what are those conflicts are going to be like, and what's the torment going to be, and how am I going to be able to balance that? And for my kids, I want to be the best mom I can and be present for my kids, and if my career has to suffer, it has to suffer, because my kids are going to come first. But am I really going to be okay with that? Am I going to be okay with taking a step back? And it's hard. It's hard to think about that, and to wonder about that, and to not be sure about what is ahead of you. And then I keep coming back to Ephesians 2:10, that God has a plan for me, and I'm on his path, and I just need to keep trusting him that everything else is going to be okay. Because quite honestly, success is a drug. I fell into drinking because drinking allowed me to be a powerhouse, and to gain power over men, and to take back the power that I thought I had lost. And success is kind of like that. Being successful brings on tremendous amounts of pride and a sense of accomplishment, and saying, I did that, I am doing that, I am in charge, I'm doing it, and I am making this happen, and my bosses are proud of me, and my coworkers look up to me, and it's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. It's so bizarre to be, a wife and a friend and a boss, and to be a leader in the company that you work in, and hopefully a good one and an influential one. To be the breadwinner for your family is very different, and I am able to support my husband. I find that there's a very, very different mindset for me when I'm at work versus when I'm at home. And when I'm at home, I just want to be a wife, and I don't want to be the boss. And but sometimes it's hard to not be the boss when you're at home, especially when you're used to it all day. The lines can get blurred, and I don't like it. I don't like when I find myself in business mode with my husband, and when I'm with my husband, I want to be his wife, and I want to be his submissive, and while I want him to be submissive to me as well, just like scripture says, I don't want it to be in a way that's like a employee boss situation, and I don't like it at all. And there's been one time where he called me ma'am, and it just kind of brought that, like, I'm not your boss. Don't call me ma'am. That's not what I am to you. But while there's all these internal struggles, which are really starting to manifest while I'm talking about it, it still is such an amazing gift to be able to see my talents coming through, and I just hope that I'm able to continue to be the salt and the light in my company, and to still be an example for God while I'm still forging ahead in this company, and and just it's really awesome how the main emphasis for all of my talks have been that God is with me and He's guiding my path, and there's a point to this. There's a point to this career and everything I'm doing. There has to be, or there is no point. It would have been for nothing. But He's keeping me there for a reason, and I know that when it comes to fruition, it's going to be amazing. And I'm just so thankful that I have a husband who's supporting me and doesn't complain very much, and is able to stand by me through all of this. And he's a support that I know God is sending me to make all of this happen.